What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nico back with another video. If it's your first time tuning in, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're returning, we love you. Thank you for the support. You understand? But make sure you put on the notification bell because I need you guys to get this content as soon as I drop it. I mean, I know I've been absent for a little bit. I haven't, released any new content, but I wanted to just talk to you guys today. Today's Saturday. I'm doing a little bit of catching up on things. I've been so busy, meeting with people throughout the week and all of that stuff. New owner operators calling for a little bit of assistance. So we just been super busy with our own load board, things like that. But I wanted to talk about how important it is when it comes to dispatching. It's not something that you're going to learn tomorrow. It takes time, it takes a lot of effort. You have to be focused, you have to pay attention to details. So that's pretty much what it takes to be a great dispatcher. You got to be focused on what it is, focus on that task ahead. You have to actually look at the entire week and come up with a game plan for what's happening. So I mean, we just didn't get to this number here on the screen, guys. It took a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifice and things like that. We went to sleep, Amazon, wake up, Amazon. So that's what I mean when I say focus. You just have to focus on the task ahead and set those goals and take the baby steps to get towards the bigger goals. So that's pretty much what I do, guys. I gained success by living my life with the 7 laws of success. And I'll make another video and share the 7 laws to success with you guys. But that's pretty much the formula that I use, and it works every time. It hasn't failed me yet. But I wanted to get into load board, let you guys see, a little search in different areas so you can see what things look like. And guys, please don't look at the load board saying, "Oh my God, how come the rate's so low?" This is how the load board works, especially when it's a long trip. The load is going to sit on the board for a while until it goes up. The closer it get to the pickup time and the pickup date, the more the load's going to go up. So that's all. That's all it is when you see those low numbers. So don't sit there and listen to people and let them control your destiny and have you go do something else. It doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. You just have to, believe in yourself and be focused, and it could definitely work. Anyway, let me get into the load board. I got a whole bunch of different cities I wanted to go over, but I'm not going to go over all those. It's going to take me too much time, and I don't want to take up too much of your time either. Let me move this over here. So let's see. Load board. Yeah, you have to it's all about coming up with a system that works for you. You know, After doing it for so long, and I mean it haven't been way too long. It's what, let me see, probably about a year now. And you just have to learn the shortcuts and, like I said, pay attention to details, understanding how Amazon posts loads and things like that. That's why I'm telling you, it's gonna take a little bit. So it's important for you to at least get some mentorship from another person, or just have someone else dispatch for you when you're just starting out until you understand what's happening, because you don't have so much time to sit around and wait, especially when the bills don't stop. When it comes to the financing, if you finance your truck, or some people purchase their trucks, but you still have that insurance that you have to pay. So you want to make sure that you get a good dispatcher, and you can learn from them as well. All right, so let's see where we're gonna go. Let's go to Memphis. Let's go to Memphis. Let's see what's going on in Memphis. All right, hold on. See what's going on in Memphis. 380 loads, 380 results. Um, it's showtime, guys. And actually, I need to reach out to my guys in Memphis because I'm helping out a owner operator in Memphis. He has 3 trucks, 2 box trucks, 1 semi. And we just been working hard on finding him a couple new drivers, just to get his roster up, get his employees up and things like that, so we could get those equipments moving. So I just been helping him out and spending a lot of time understanding his market. That way we could get his company to the next level. Because he don't really, he's new, he don't really understand dispatching. So that's where we come in at. We take over and what I'm saying, we get in this load board, we clean up whatever dispute needs to be cleaned up, and get his load board looking real good. That way he could see better loads, and he could have better opportunities when it comes to little short-term contracts and things like that, because you have to have a certain performance score in order to gain access to those short-term contracts and things like that. But anyway, let's go. Look, Memphis. Let's see this pickup tonight at 12:10. You see, 388 right now, $2 a mile. So guys, whenever you hear me say I don't pay attention to the rate per mile, right? I don't pay attention to that, because that's $2 a mile. Everybody say, oh, let's get to the $2 a mile. Okay, so when you book this trip, it's only $388. It will be about 200 in fuel round trip. And let me show you another trick, guys. Look at this. If you want to know how much the fuel is going to run you, you do this right here. Look, click there. Hold on. You click on the trip and go right here to the money. Get to the money, guys. All right. Look, $98. See, I just told you about $200 in fuel. So $98, and we think about round trip. We calculate round trip once we're booking these loads. All right. So that'll be about $200. And you take away that 200 from the 388, you see what's happening. $188. So if you were to just look at, oh my God, it's $2 a mile, I'm going to book this load, I'm happy. It will only be $188 left over. Now, let's talk about your overhead. What will your overhead be? That'll probably be just enough to cover your overhead and you not being profitable. I mean, at least you will be able to pay for the equipment, but I'm saying you need to actually let this number go up a bit more. You understand? And understand that overhead. That's what I'm telling you guys. It's not easy when it comes to dispatching, guys, because you don't really understand what's happening. You have to get those numbers. So, guys, if you need some assistance, Million Getting Brothers is here for you. Make sure you the number will be in the description. We'll have the email in the description. But guys, please, whenever you send us email, make sure you put your number in there. That way, a team member could reach out to you as soon as possible, because we have a lot of emails, but there's no numbers, and we'll email you guys back, and we don't hear from you. So we want to make sure that we don't have that disconnect. We want to make sure it's easy for you to get in contact with us. That way we could, go over a little bit of things with you and see where you're at and see where you're trying to go and all of that, right? So, all right, back to the board. Memphis 388. And this is 12:10 pickup, guys. So the number is gonna go up. It all depends on when someone decides to book the load. 193 miles. I would like to get this at about $700. 193, $700. You understand? Let's take away the 200 for gas, at least 500, and let's talk about your overhead. Your overhead might be 200, depending on how your stuff's set up. You might rent, you might finance, but when it comes to finance, that your number will probably be around 200 per day or something, or a little less than that. So let's minus 200 from the 500, that leaves 300. You understand, guys? So that's why I would like to get this for about 700, but if I can, I'll get it for 650 or a little less. The main focus is making sure that your bottom line is covered, and then anything after that, that could be profit for the company. You have to take taxes in consideration. But when you have tax strategies in place, you know what I mean, and you have depreciation, that could work for you at the end of the year. So, a lot of times, a lot of the paid tax don't even come out of that, because when you have depreciation, that's how we create money. So we don't even think about all that taxes so much, because we already have tax strategies in place, and we know how much money, when we make a certain amount of money, then it'll be this much for tax, and we have depreciation. So when that comes into play, the amount of cash it reduced when it comes to the taxable amount. So we're not even too much worried about that. But when the money gets big and you don't have that much depreciation, that's when you have to really worry about all the taxes, because a lot of the loads that I rent, guys, we're not even going to pay tax on that because we have depreciation, everything's set up right, and when you make a certain amount of money and you have a certain amount of depreciation, that'll work in your favor. Uh, Sorry. But anyway, yeah, guys, we're not even going to get into taxes. I just wanted to kind of, break it down a little bit because you might be saying, so what about taxes and all of that? If you have good tax planning and a good accountant, your taxes could be low. Anyway, but let's see. Boom. So 1210 pickup, and it goes all the way to 440. Your last load get picked up at 440. All right. So it's a good amount of loads on the board for a Sunday, because when it comes to Saturday going into Sunday, a lot of the post offices aren't open. And that's another thing, guys. When you talk about dispatching, you got to gather all kinds of information. This is the whole thing. You got to make sure that your drivers know the time the post office opens. So you just communicate to your drivers and have them find out what time certain post offices open. That way you can know, and even if you need to find out if it opens on a Sunday also. So a lot of that stuff you have to take in consideration. So that's why I'm telling you guys, it's going to take you some time to understand the dispatching and to, what I mean, make as much money as you really could. So that's why it's good to just reach out to someone like us, and we could dispatch for you and take it to the next level. And you could understand as we're doing it, and you could use that in the future, because you got to get your equipment moving right now. So don't try to sit there and say, what, I'd rather keep the money for dispatching. I don't want to, I'd rather keep that money and not move the truck so much. So you just think about what you want to do. I would rather pay the 10%. You understand? And we'll be dispatching from your load board. So it's pretty much you employ us to dispatch your trucks, and we just gain the dispatching access to your Amazon load board and dispatch for you. And you don't really have to worry about dispatching. You could worry about growing your company. You could worry about sleeping, because a lot of us, we start the company, and we're in the truck, so we got to sleep, but we're trying to dispatch, and that's not really good. That's why they have dispatchers, so that you can sleep and not have to worry about that, and let the dispatcher take care of that other stuff, because you won't get enough rest trying to drive and dispatch at the same time, guys. So that's pretty much what it is. All right, let me go over here to let's go to Dallas. Let's go to Dallas. See what's going on in Dallas, guys. Uh, Oh, Dallas, 333 results. All right. I'm telling you, Dallas market is big, guys. Dallas have a big old market. All right. So in Texas is so big, they have facilities all over. It's not like a lot of different places where you have one facility and then the other facility is like 200, 300 miles out or whatever the case, man. Dallas have a facility all over. You understand? So, I mean Texas. But when you take freight from Dallas, look, from Dallas goes to Austin, Dallas go to Houston, and they have a facility out in Houston. They have a facility out in Austin as well. So there's your chance for like a double trip, but you won't be able to make it back home the same night, depending on how far the trip go out. So yeah, man, it just all depends on the market. You just need to pay attention to the market and don't look at how low the price is when you look. This one pick up at 815, and this price is gonna go up. This price is all right price. It's gonna go up. This is gonna run you maybe like a hundred and change for gas. Let's see. Let's look at it. One way, I mean. So we're gonna multiply that. So let's guess maybe like $110 for gas. Let's see. 112. You see what I'm saying, guys? I know what's going on. I can just look at the amount of miles and tell you how much gas it's gonna require, how much diesel. That's why I'm telling you, when your dispatcher is good, your dispatcher can see that right away, and we don't have to waste time trying to figure out these numbers, because we already have the numbers. We can make a quick decision, because when you're on the board, you better be quick. Because a guy like me out here, I'm going to be quick, and you're not even going to get that load when you're going against me. I'm telling you right now, because I have a whole team set up, guys. It's not just me. I have a team of 5 dispatchers working. We're consistently on the board. You understand? I have other people that's training as well, so I have them on the board, understanding how all this stuff work and all of that. So you just got to have a team, guys. You got to have a system. So I mean, if you want to take it to the next level, make sure you reach out to me, Getting Brothers. The link is in the description for the TAFs. Like you always hear me talk about TAFs. The phone number is in the description, and also the email is in the description. So make sure you email us and leave your name and number and all of that. And if you do call and you don't speak to a live representative, just go ahead and leave your name and number, leave a message. We check all the messages, guys. So just leave us a voicemail, send us an email with your name and number and all of that stuff, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Now, that's pretty much it. Let me show you one more state. I just wanted to, talk to you a little bit and show you a couple different states. You understand? We're always working. I mean, it's not even time to book loads yet, but I'm doing this video. I'm showing you what's happening. Let's see. This is 8 hours away. Hold on. No, this is what time is it in Dallas? It's 12 o'clock. So yeah, about 8 hours away from pickup time, guys. This number is going up. It's going to keep going up, guys. 220 miles. That's not bad. 618. 6 hours, 18 minutes. That's how much. That's how long the trip's going to take you. You understand? But you're not going to be driving for 618 because Amazon give you 50 minutes to load, 12 minutes to offload. You understand? 50 minutes to load once you get to the facility, 12 minutes to offload once you arrive at your destination. So, they take all that time and they put it in here. So it's pretty much going to take you about 5 hours, maybe 4 hours, almost 5 hours to knock out this trip. But that's pretty much it, man. It's your boy Nico. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.